It's a really, really nice story. It's a story that lived inside ancient Greece for a long, long, long time. It's called Pegasus. Pegasus is about a horse. The horse has wings, but because the horse has been walking all of his life, he has completely forgotten that he has wings. I mean, if you can fly, why walk? And the horse walks. Now, the problem with walking underground and going from city to city is that when you walk, your life is small. Your issues are small. It may be big for you, but they're really, really small. Your ambitions are small. Your desires are small and pathetic. How do you tell someone that they have wings? You can't sit and have a conversation with them. Then comes Socrates. Socrates is like this gadfly. It's a tiny little fly, but has huge fangs. Socrates sits on this horse and bites. I mean, the fangs go way deep inside the meat of this horse. And every time Socrates bites, the horse goes, ouch. And with every pain, the horse jumps. And with every jump, the air goes between the body of the horse and the wings. And all of a sudden, the wings pop out. And the horse looks and says, what the hell are these? Now, they become a thing of curiosity. How come I had never seen the wings before? How come I had never felt the wings before? Well, because you didn't have the right pain. Your boyfriend gives you pain, you think about your relationship. You fail a class, you think about graduation. The sort of pain that Socrates gives you access to bigger questions, epics and epical pains, one of longing and yearning for meanings that no one can take away from you. You know the saying in one of the Gospels, you shouldn't store your treasures down here. What is your treasure? Okay, so my treasure is investing what I am inside my kids. Your kids go into school. They're exposed to the advertisement by the city life, by capitalism, by YouTube, by cell phones. I no longer have any power over my kids. Why the hell would I want to invest 110% of my time, energy, into my kids? I'll give them a little bit, but eventually I know that life will steal them from me. Now, the funny thing about this particular horse, Pegasus, says, you know, it's painful to bite, but man, the way these wings, when they flap open, when they make me feel, I really, really like it. And so looks at someone and says, can you bite me a little bit more? So he says, yeah, of course I'll bite you. That's my job. My job as a philosopher is to bite. And when I bite, some people will drop the class. Some people will complain. Some people will raise their hand and flip you off. But some people will say, give me more. And that's Plato. And so Socrates says, are you sure? And that's the other thing. You can never do anything without asking the student's permission. You sure you want me to bite? And Pegasus says, yes. And so Socrates begins to bite. The fangs go deeper and deeper and deeper, and the pain more intense. Now, as you go higher, you look down and you say, really? All these people live there? How small and insignificant, how pathetic. And that's another difficulty that you will have as a potential student. Your life will begin to look very, very small. Your pursuits very, very small. Your pains very, very small. And it's a difficult thing to adjust to because you walked into a class for a grade. And now you say, really? Am I really that pathetic to spend all this time for a stupid letter grade? And now comes the beginning of your conflict. Fear of the grade or to be inspired. Most Pegasus will eventually go back and say, I'd rather walk. Because when you walk, you see the signs. You see the traffic lights. People will tell you where to go, what to do, when to eat, when to sleep, what to do, who you are, what you are. But when you're high up there, there is wind. Your GPS no longer works. Your GPS belongs to the world of walking. When you're flying, you have no idea where you're going to go. And Socrates is not the sort of a fellow who's going to give you a destination. He says, my job is only to create enough pain. So there is enough wind under your wings. And you will hopefully enjoy the wind under your wings and enjoy the pain, because without the pain, you can't fly. Now, what will happen is if you have the capacity That's the other thing. Some people simply don't have the capacity. But if you have the capacity to fly, there is only one place you want to go. You look up, the most attractive thing in your universe is the sun. Down here is cold. Down here is lonely. Down here is anxiety, frustration, dread, confusion. Up there, you have the warmth of the sun. You will see. And what you see does not belong here. You see too much, and then you want to fly closer and closer to the sun. But something happens to you when you get close to the sun. You're no longer Pegasus. You're no longer a horse. You are now Icarus, a human being made of wax. Whatever crap is inside you because of just human existence, they've all disappeared. You become sensitive, like Enkidu. You have to carry the burden of empathy, compassion. You see too much, you know too much, and you're receptive to all the disasters of life. And you get to very, very close to the sun, and you want to melt into the sun, and the sun looks at you and says, I don't think so. The sun melts you, and you drop back. Where do you go? You drop back to Oakland. Now you have been Pegasus without the wings, Pegasus with wings, Icarus, melted Icarus. You have access to the world, the human world, the world of confusion while you're flying. You have access to the world of pain, and in pain you're always going to be alone. And no pain is more delicious than the pain created for you by Socrates, i.e. your teacher. And then your ultimate freedom is understanding. But it's not an understanding that gives you a comfortable life. Remember, whenever you know too much, it liberates you from ignorance, but it enslaves you to what we call the human condition, i.e. suffering, disappointment.